right? I don't know who this guy is. I don't know his company, but I bet if I were to research it, I would find that probably chuck in a truck type equipment, no uniforms, professional uniforms, no wrapped vehicle. I bet his website looks like ass. And Google My Business, I bet he doesn't even have 25 or 30 reviews. Probably, if I were to investigate it, that's probably what I'm going to find. All right, guys, I got caught in this torrential downpour. Man, I can't even remember the last time I got caught on something like this. Let me put this right here for you guys. Whoo-wee! Wow, let me move this up for you guys. There you go. Wow, it is raining super hard. I am completely drenched. Out here doing a easy peasy house wash. Man, it was so funny because, wow, let me put this on real quick because, wow, guys, I mean, wow, like the sun was out. It was super nice out. Getting that house did that little walkway. The only thing left is to do, what was it called? The concrete brightener, and I'm done. And it just, man, wow, it came out of nowhere. I'm hoping that it completely, goes away in the next 10, 15 minutes. As you guys know, like usually these torrential sort of like, downpours, they don't last very long. But anyway, wanted to talk about, you guys saw there that, the topic there that we're talking about today in the title. Wanted to talk about this. Oh, but before we even get into today's episode, I wanted to say this. We are only a few episodes away from episode 250. As you guys well know, that's going to be a members only episode. And in that episode, we're going to do a complete walkthrough, like a peek behind the curtains of Mr. Bubbles, the company. And you guys are going to see my yard and my tools and all of that good stuff. It's like an hour-long video, so I highly recommend that. Now, a lot of you guys that watch the channel don't even know that we have memberships on the channel. And for you to join, there's a little button here somewhere underneath the video that says join. You sign up. It's a membership through YouTube itself. Guys, we have something like, I want to say 25 videos, something like that are members only video. There's a bunch of other perks that I want to get into. Like, for example, the Facebook, we have a private Facebook group just for members, you know, things of that nature. But, you know, from time to time, we do put out content that is for members only. So I highly recommend that. And again, I'm giving you forewarning, and then I'm going to let you guys know, I think in episode 248 and 249 to give you guys a heads up. And then, you know, so, you guys can sign up for that. There's two different packages. I think one's like $5 a month with the other one's 10. You guys choose whatever works best for your budget there. Guys, I'm not even kidding you. Wow. It is like a river out there. The water level is already almost to the curbside. I think there's a clog in that drain down there. But man, I was literally like probably only less than 5 minutes away from finishing up. But anyway, so let's go ahead and get into today's video. So I wanted to talk about this because, so a few days ago, someone posted on my channel here, on one of the comments, on one of the videos that I'm lying to everybody about my prices. So I wanted to address this because, one, there's zero benefit for me, zero benefit for me to lie to you guys. You see how transparent I am and how I teach you guys everything. And I mean everything, the good, the bad, the ugly. I teach you guys everything, right? And so I thought this was interesting. At first, I just, I was like, well, whatever, didn't even think about it. But then yesterday, I was thinking about this comment and, I realized something, that this comment that the person made, and I'm not going to drop their name or anything. I don't want to embarrass anybody, but the genesis of it was essentially the comment was like, this guy's lying to everybody. I'm in the same area as him, and we don't get prices like that here in Southern Maryland where I am. I'm in that Waldorf / La Plata, White Plains, 𝐿𝐒 for Washington area, right? So anyway, so I thought it was an interesting comment, whatever. But then I realized, guys, that, you know, yes, this guy's accusing me of lying, right? But I realized that in that was a great opportunity because, you know, I see this as a learning opportunity for you guys. That's why I wanted to talk about it because, you know, the bottom line is the guy is right and he is half right. Let me put it that way. In the sense that in our area here in Southern Maryland, guys, it is very, very difficult. I mean, he ain't lying. He ain't lying. It is very, very difficult to get good jobs, good price jobs here in our area in Southern Maryland. But where he is wrong is about my own pricing, because what happens is if you guys go back on the channel and I've been talking about this stuff, I mean, forever and ever with you guys, that you should focus on branding. Remember, marketing is the thing that you do to get a customer, right? i.e., put out yard signs, postcards, etc. That is marketing. The act that you're going to do that's going to result in getting a customer. That is marketing. But branding is what you do, the things that you do that will help you build your reputation in the marketplace. So, for example, referral program, word of mouth, having your vehicle wrapped will raise your brand. You know what I mean? And then networking. I've talked about this a lot. So I'm mentioning a couple things that would help you in terms of growing your brand. Because remember, brand is all about building your reputation in a marketplace. So like focusing on your GMB, your Google My Business, right? Getting 5-star reviews. Those are all things that are going to help you build your reputation in the marketplace. So as you grow on this journey, grow your brand, your brand is going to be worth something to people, right? So let me tell you guys a quick story here. You know, last year, my guys were doing a job and I went there to record at this house, and man, it is really, really coming down super hard. And anyway, so I was at this house recording. I don't think I've ever talked to you guys about this story. And so I was packing up and I was talking to the customer, you know, chit-chatting. And she mentioned that she wants to be on the annual list. And I was talking to her about that. And then I asked her what I asked everyone, you know, how did she find out about Mr. Bubbles? And she said this, guys. I mean, and guys, this is verbatim what she told me. She says, you know, the funny thing is I had actually booked with one of your competitors, and their pricing was way lower than yours by almost half. I mean, they were charging me $250 to do the house, and this house wash, we did it for $450. And I was like, what? I was like, that's a big difference. Why did you decide to go with Mr. Bubbles? Oh, wait, all of a sudden it stopped out of nowhere. Look at that. I mean, still sprinkling a little bit, but it's mostly gone. So I'll be able to get this done. Guys, I'm not even kidding. There's probably a good 4 inches of water on the road right now. That was a lot of rain. But, you know, so when I asked her that, you know, why she went with us, she said something so interesting that I wanted to bring up to you guys. So, guys, quick announcement. I've created a digital product called Mr. Bubbles Business in a Box. Check this out. Okay, so the Mr. Bubbles Business in a Box is actually a thumb drive that we're going to send to you guys to your physical address. And when you get this thumb drive, you're going to see a folder that's called Box in it. And then when you open it, you're going to see all of these files right here, guys, all of these folders. And guys, this thing has over 500 files, anything and everything I've ever created from my business. So all of the blueprints, training modules, documents, all of the things that you guys constantly email me about, you know, your pricing PDF, your
for example, your marketing blueprints, anything that you could need for your business is in here. That's why we call it a business in a box. One of the things that I really like about this is, guys, check out all of these pictures. So you have a total of 300 before and after pictures that you guys can add to your website and your Facebook and your Google My Business. And check this out. So there's a folder called Google SEO, and the pictures already have the SEO words in them. And this one photo right here has over 300. This specific folder has 190 pictures, but all in all, it's over 300 pictures. Look at some of these pictures, guys. Amazing before and afters pictures for you guys to be able to add to all of your social medias and whatnot. This is going to help you get a lot of customers. And of course, your edible postcards are on here. And then finally, you got training videos on here as well, guys. Like, for example, the video on how to optimize your Google My Business, the Mr. Bubbles. You got several videos, so they're like training modules. You got all the PDFs. The bottom line, guys, is this. This is going to help you with your business. So don't miss out. Make sure that you email us so you can get your business in a box today.
In order to get your business in a box, you just got to hit the link in the description of this video. And I say this all the time on the channel, guys. The more you know, the more you grow. That's how come I decided to create this business in a box, because it has everything in there you need to be able to grow your business. And I really believe that this is going to be a game changer for you. Guys, you do not want to miss out on this one. She had booked with a competitor, and then she was one day driving through her neighborhood, and she just happened to see a Mr. Bubbles truck doing work in her neighborhood. So she took picture of the phone number on the side of the truck. And then she went a step further. She actually called a couple neighbors and found out that Mr. Bubbles has a really solid reputation in her neighborhood, right? So she dropped with the other customer, called us. We were charging $450 as opposed to $250, but she went with us anyway because of the reputation. And then she herself told me, she was like, wow, I am glad I went with you guys. I see why you charge more than the other guys. All right. So here in my area, I do charge more. I am not the cheapest guy. I'm also not the most expensive guy. I know guys that charge more than me. I know a guy, for example, named Rob. That guy doesn't turn his machine on for less than $700 for a house wash, guys. Like, I'm not that high. My pricing is right around $399-ish, $400 around there. And then within the next year or two, I want to be in that $499 area. But guys, like, I can charge a little bit more because I've been around for a hot minute and, I've grown my brand, right? I don't know who this guy is. I don't know his company. But I bet if I were to research it, I would find that probably chuck in a truck type equipment, no uniforms, professional uniforms, no wrapped vehicle. I bet his website looks like ass. And Google My Business, I bet he doesn't even have 25 or 30 reviews. Probably if I were to investigate it, that's probably what I'm going to find. Right? So, of course, that guy's pricing is going to be different than what I can get away with because of the brand, right? Because of the reputation that I've been building for years and years and years and years and years and years and years. So, we go do a house and the neighbor sees us. They know we've been around. They know the name. We've been in their neighborhoods for 13 years. There's some neighborhoods where we've done 350 houses in a single neighborhood. So this was a great learning opportunity that I wanted to share with you guys, because here's the takeaway, guys. Here's the bottom line. Here's the bottom line in all this. You need to focus, to purpose your business in the direction of building your reputation in your market. That's the whole point. Marketing, you guys are focused on marketing. You're focused on growing your business. You're focused on making money. Forget all that. Forget all of that. That's passé. You need to focus on building your reputation in the marketplace, because all of those other things that we talked about, making money, getting customers, all of those things are a byproduct of you building your reputation in your marketplace. And you do that. And by the way, we talked about this in a few videos ago about how to get evergreen customers and how to get customers that are, what did I call them? Turnkey customers. I'm going to do a separate video, which blends into what we're talking about. I'm going to coach you guys up on this stuff. But if you go back on my channel, guys, like, I've been talking about this stuff forever and ever and ever. You can only do so much when you're just out there and you're putting up yard signs and you're not purposing yourself to grow your name and to grow your reputation. Your entire business is centered around getting customers, when you should pivot and focus your entire business on how to build my reputation, because then the other one becomes easier. I could sit here, guys, and tell you stories upon stories upon stories upon stories of where we bid jobs like 2, 3, 4, 5 times more than other guys, and we got those jobs just because of the name Mr. Bubbles. So did I lie to people? No, I didn't. Sorry to tell you, I did not lie to anyone. My prices are what they are. I also have a blueprint that I send to new guys as like a jumping off point for you guys to be able to go out there and make good decisions when it comes to your pricing. But guys, come on. I mean, let's be real here. Like, you guys, where you are right now, you need to take baby steps. But here's the but. You guys need to make sure that those baby steps that you're taking are the proper steps, right? Because what's the point of you're doing a lot and you're out there and you're hustling, but you're doing the wrong things. You're focused on the wrong things. You should be focused first on building your brand. You guys remember when I've told this story probably like a half dozen times on my channel. There's a guy in my area that puts out about 600 yard signs a month, right? And his yard signs, they just say pressure washing any house, $150 in phone number. Guys, no website, no name. We have no idea who that person is. We'd have to call to find out who that person is, right? I'm not worried about people like that because, I mean, come on. That guy's focused on getting whatever, bottom of the barrel customers. My thing to you guys as professionals in the industry has always been right customer, right price. Right customer at the right price. Because those right customers, the turnkey customers, the evergreen customers, they're going to help you grow your business. They're going to help you upgrade your equipment. They're going to help you buy marketing. They're going to help you so 10 years from now, you're still around, right? Just like me, I'm in my 13th year. And so, the bottom line here, guys, is focus on brand and not marketing. Whenever you do marketing, you have to think about, how does this marketing that I'm doing right here help fortify my brand? Help me build my reputation? That's the question you always got to be asking yourself. Does this piece of marketing help me to grow my reputation in the marketplace? And if the answer is no, then you need to focus on types of marketing that will help you grow your brand, grow your reputation in the marketplace. So that's my tidbit there for you guys. I get a lot of emails and messages from people with like all kinds of dumb things all the time. I thought that this one was pretty interesting, actually. And like I said, the guy's half right, because it is very, very difficult pricing here in Southern Maryland. But, you gotta know what you're doing. You gotta be a professional. Guys, every time we're pulling up somebody's house, I mean, we're bringing with us a lot of inventory, a lot of resources, a lot of knowledge. And again, the name is very reputable here in where I am. And that's what I want you guys to build as well. Actually, that's why I built Mr. Bubbles, the channel, the YouTube channel, was so you guys have, something to copy, right? Like, use me as a template, as a blueprint for you guys to be able to create your own success. And I promise you guys, I tell you this all the time, the stuff that I bring to you guys is stuff that, man, wow, I've been lab testing this stuff forever and ever and ever. I know what works. I know what doesn't work. And I don't want you guys to waste your time, your energy, your effort, and your money on things that do not work. That's why, guys, the bottom line is I want you to stay glued to the Mr. Bubbles channel, because I always got great content for you guys. And I want to bring you knowledge so you guys don't fall and make as many mistakes that I made along the way. But there you have it. I really appreciate you coming to the channel today and watching this pressure washing advice video. Guys, stay glued. Stay tuned into the channel, guys, because, man, I got that build coming up, episode 250 coming up. I got some things brewing, by the way, that I'm not even going to let you know yet. But yeah, we got some things brewing that we want to put into place by the end of the summer for the channel. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bubbles out.